Contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino Cam.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chipapi man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Is there any pass that you're looking forward to getting into the game?
I would say like the between the leg, like dropping it off behind you pass. I mean, I'm a flashy guy.
My guy better be snagging rebounds, pushing the ball, dunking up the middle of the lane. If 2K can have that intensity of how I play on there, I'll be like, yeah, that's my guy.
Definitely my speed, so I should be fast. I feel like.
All right, you heard it. Devs, he wants his speed up. You grew up playing 2K with all of your brothers.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Celtics taking on the 76ers. For Boston, they're hungry for a big win to start the season off right. The more emphatic, the better, as they set the tone for the year ahead. Sixers, Celtics is next. We're back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, good to have you with us. Tonight, the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, both players and coaches have talked about the importance of a fast start. They don't want to play catch-up in the standings. Tonight, they'll try to overcome that first hurdle in achieving their goals for this year. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Shaq.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll
Miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7. I'm
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GM mode of this game to get him on their team
right
when their real team couldn't pull it off. Congratulations. I can't believe you pulled the trade off.
And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, last season, the Celtics tried to balance minutes between a talented core of younger players along with their trio of superstar veterans. With the departure of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, now youth must be served. The question is, how far can that carry them?
And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do, too. Thanks for that report. A look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Walker in at the point. And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually. 1984. Came back against the Lakers in the Kevin McHale clothesline game. Brought them back to the Garden for Game 5. It was so hot Kareem had to wear the oxygen mask. And then finished them off in Game 7.
Rambis was the recipient of that clothesline,
He was.
Yes.
And he deserved it. It's not like he didn't deserve it. But the Celtics were just tougher that year. And I try to forget that the next year they came back and beat the Celtics.
Now here's Simmons. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. It's good. Simmons got the first points up on the board tonight here for the 76ers. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Cleveland. Walker with a clean look. He can't get that one, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here, matched up against Boston. It's how they'll tip off the new season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Tatum's shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Boston called for the foul.
Such a force of nature inside. I love how hard he goes to pick up these fouls.
Philadelphia shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
And Embiid drops them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Al Horford.
That one on Horford.
Well, that's the thing. Tatum's sneaky. He understands how to put the defender at a disadvantage.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us, and now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency, and then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming up,
leagues happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just
watch out. Watch out.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
The Celtics have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. From deep, Walker. Boston, no good that time either.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And the rejection by Embiid. And here we go, Harris heading to the hoop, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
That's his first personal foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. A shot by Hayward, wide open.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start. And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Bucket is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Celtics trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. And should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change, which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. these games slow down. It's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter. No matter how you're going to get them, you still need somebody who can do that too.
Here's Walker after Ben Simmons' bucket. Walker, the open look. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the link in the league? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Picking the open up standing for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can meet. For his loose chains, take his boot that ain't. Keep chains and taking K mistakes.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jason Tatum. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Now here's Tatum. Can they get it? And it's Walker laying it in.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. Brown wide open, he fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Determining Brown's ceiling, I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. He may have already exceeded expectations. Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him, get that lead even bigger.
There's Walker with the 3. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And that one drops. That's 7 points for Joel Embiid.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Canada throws it down.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy ball.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
That one is off.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
And here in Boston, Bill, the place where you received your master's degree. Whoa!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting them.
And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 20 points.
Yes, they have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooting.
Walker surveying the floor. Wide open look. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Celtics trail by 17. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Harris. Horford finds Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Simmons against Walker. Canner, high post. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, and Walker excellent in the pick and roll, reading the defense and setting up his teammates.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the 76ers lead by 19. Looking to get back on track here. He lays it in.
Kemba Walker with the shot.
Walker's got 7 points in the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Simmons. Hayward grabs the board. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Cranes the three-pointer. Brown's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness in plays like this.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 12.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
The G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services. Just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think that G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Josh Richardson.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Cantor. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in. Cantor's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Three-pointer, Hayward, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time, launches it right out of the catch.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Shimmy Ojale comes in for Gordon Hayward. Langford's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Smart subbed in for Kemba Walker. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And Smith subbed in for Richardson. Williams scanning the floor. Smart misses. The 76ers leading by 13. The pass to Bolden. Releases from 15. Not going to go that time. And it's Boston the other way. It's Smart with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 9 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
No doubt. He's been inconsistent. Unusual for him, though, but when he turns it back around, watch out.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with this fiery approach to the game.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so, Smart nails both of them. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Simmons. Here's O'Quinn. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
.40 seconds left in the first. Smart against Simmons. And here is Williams. Williams passes to Ojale. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
From about 19 feet, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Smart. And Langford has it in the corner. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And here's Simmons for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
We've got Williams. Marcus Smart is out there with Langford. Then it's Williams. And it's Ojale in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Langford with it. Outside, Smart. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Bolden. He's guarded by Williams. Second chance shot. And it's Smith missing. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Langford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So good once he gets in the lane. Langford attracts a lot of attention when he drives.
You know, Bill, a bevy of talent for the Celtics last season. How close were they to meeting your expectations?
They were about as close as I am living in L.A. to Boston. They were 3,000 miles away. It was an emotionally scarring season. I hated it. I didn't enjoy it. And it was a huge disappointment. Other than that, it was fun.
Yeah, but it was painful almost, wasn't it?
It's painful. When you have a team that you have all these assets and you can't figure out how those assets can come together as an actual basketball team, you know, that brings the point yet again. This is why we have basketball. It's not just about the players. It's about how they mesh together.
Yes.
That team did not mesh.
And he's good on the second.
One of those guards who just oozes with potential. Langford has the size and skill set that every team is looking for.
Celtics trail by 14. Pass to Smart. Launches a three. Boston again missing. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Pass to Langford. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics. Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And that one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smith finds Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Boston ball.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in.
Mike Scott.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah. I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
Take a break.
Oh no.
Take a break.
Can we just play
Just
basketball?
like work. Yeah, just you could figure. Just rest.
What's
Just call
the
it rest.
thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. When did we start saying that?
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering
What
the
do you
ball in
mean?
my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. And so, Smart nails both of them. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smart passes to Williams. Outside Williams. Ogilvy kicks to Williams. Smart wide open. He fires. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Smart passes to Williams. Now here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Here's Smith. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Langford has the open look. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is where Langford can really improve as a jump shooter. Off the catch, looking really good on that
The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 16. To the right side. There's Langford. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Shemi Ogilvy picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Scott. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
one. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now Langford. He has 7. Down low, Tice. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Boston. For Philadelphia, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Smart kicks to Williams. Passes it to Langford. Celtics passing it around. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Celtics trail by 20. Smart deciding where to go with it. And Langford with the stop.
And how about the hops Langford has? Terrific at just rising up and being free and then throwing it down.
Boston shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Smart, and again it's Boston converting.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you gotta say, ouch to that.
Shoots from the corner. Scott, good. Scott's got 6.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Smart on the wing. Covered by Smith. Shot from free throw range. Smart misses. The 76ers leading by 18. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Here's Langford. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Scott kicks to Smith. Back to Scott. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Langford. And Langford with the stop.
A lethal attacker. Langford enjoys finding those avenues to the bucket and then just torching the defense.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for him.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Outside, Smart. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's O'Quinn. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
For the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Shemi Ojeleye. Brown, he's checked in for Langford. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Horford in for Jonah Bolden.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. To the inside. Here's Tice. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Embiid, no good. Celtics trail by 18. Brown drives in. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And yes, it's good. 16 points for Jaylen Brown.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Baseline try. Horford, no luck. The Celtics shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Tatum passes to Walker. To the paint. Here's Tice. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Puts it up from 15. That's good from Horford on the assist by Scott. Scott's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Brown inside, working on Smith. And the dunk by Brown.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Walker against Richardson. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Embiid drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, once Embiid puts it on the deck, look out. I mean, he's using his height and quickness to capitalize.
Brown the pass to Tice. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
The 76ers leading by 14. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 15 points. So it's Boston now. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Tice. And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, you see the improvement. Walker, a reliable floor general.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed dial.
You have my number. Call me.
Good. And GA, what a pleasure to talk with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
Playing with attitude, Hayward could have laid that one up. Instead, he drops the hammer.
Good on the shot.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Over Richardson. That's good. The Philadelphia lead has skipped down to 14 points now in the basket from Tatum.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
He's checked in for Daniel Tice. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Smith. Philadelphia leading by 14. Here's Simmons. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. From deep, Walker. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. A 3 from Simmons. Here's Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for Josh Richardson.
This is what you love to see. Simmons, so superb at sharing the ball and getting his guys involved.
Brown. Nice D from Scott.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 32 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's 5. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And it's Brown missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Here's Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 5th assist in this one.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robertson with the pace he's piling them up.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star and an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
Whoa. Some say you better polish up that MVP trophy. I mean, perimeter shooting, the only thing he really lacks.
And Simmons drops them both. Celtics trail by 18. Over to the wing. There's Walker with the 3. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Embiid.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
For Boston, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Simmons. The dish to Embiid. Over Hayward. Here's Simmons. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here's Walker. He's got 9. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Philadelphia with the ball. Horford the pass to Richardson. Now here's Embiid. And off the glass. That one's good. Embiid's got 17.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
From 12 feet out, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Exceptional focus from the big man, the native of Cameroon. Embiid, gifted at scoring while under pressure.
Inside, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. He gets it in there.
Ben Simmons.
Simmons got 38 points.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Walker's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Cantor. Dishes to Walker. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Ogilvy is checked in for Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown.
Marcus Smart.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Walker's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And it goes out of bounds.
Celtics ball.
Last touch by Embiid. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Philadelphia. A difficult situation for Boston. And here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Boston with the ball. Pass to Smart. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Simmons. Count it. Simmons got 44.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
From deep, Walker. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Williams kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Shot's good by Walker.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Bolden. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Langford comes in for Walker. The 76ers also with a sub. O'Quinn's checked in. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And the 76ers also making a change. Smith is checked in, and Philadelphia calls time here.
All my life, I've been grinding all my life, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, I can roll the dice and swap. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, I'm married to this gun, that's who I made my wife. Said I alone, I told that she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of. Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, nah. Right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got. Standing so tall, I think I might got stills. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, more wheels. Up against the wall, that Fox Hills, like a boss asked me how I.
And a quick check of the stats for Harris. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. And it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Pass to Bolden. Over Tatum. Bolden can't get it to go. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now, here's Langford. He's covered closely. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Over Williams. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Assist from
Harris has got 6.
Such an efficient scorer. If you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Langford kicks to Williams. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Fires from the wing. Good on the bucket. He's got 8.
He's been there for them, but they haven't needed him much.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
He's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Here's Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Tobias Harris.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier.
And the shot goes in.
Aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powers through it.
The pass to Tatum. There's the three. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Harris. Again, Philadelphia.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Boston shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Langford dishes to Tatum. And it's Zaire Smith with the foul.
Smith.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Williams passes to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Off target from three-point range. Here's Harris. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Smart kicks to Williams. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Good. A nice assist for Williams. 19 points for Jason Tatum.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
A part of Simmons' game, he continues to develop, but he's confident in his craft.
And a big summer for the Celtics. Some key decisions with multiple players hitting free agency.
Yeah, and with some comments from players like Terry Rozier in the offseason, you had a sense this roster could have a different look. I mean, now they're hoping the pieces fit and players can buy in with their roles.
Boston shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
Wing shot on the way. The rebound by the Celtics. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. He gets that one. Langford's got 13.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Shot from the wing. Here's Bolden. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Pass to Tatum. Plenty of space. That one a little long. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a scorching 68% in the game. That one drops for him. Harris has got 12 points in just the second half.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for the system.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Simmons against Smart. Outside Williams. Here's Langford. And Langford with the stop.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Stolen by Smart. Here's Tatum. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Harris's shot is good.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Tatum's shot is off. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Williams. Pass to Smart. From downtown. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simmons. Here's Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Romeo Langford. The 76ers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Smith. So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Smith. Hayward with the ball. And it's Zaire Smith with the foul.
Smith.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution for Celtics. Kemba Walker.
Here's Smart. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad right there.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers on top, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Edwards. Ogilvy is out there with Daniel Tice. Then there's Brown, and it's Poirier in at the 5. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 21 points for Jaylen Brown.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Poirier. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Poirier's got his first bucket in this one. From the corner, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
The assist.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Edwards passes to Poirier. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
The shot by Ogilvy, no good.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Here's Embiid again, Philadelphia.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tice passes to Brown. To the middle, here's Poirier. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Thibault can't get it to go. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. It's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now Edwards. Back to Tice. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Well, that's 3 straight German league titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
And the 76ers call time here. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, what do you call that? Great efficiency, both inside and out. A new contract this summer. The reward is terrific play.
First free throw is good. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Over to the left wing. Poirier from outside off the mark. The 76ers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Embiid, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Passes to Edwards. Now the pass to Tice. It's rebounded by Neto. Philadelphia shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Good. And here's Edwards. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been
Kevin.
This interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
That's superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Down low. Brown. Good. Brown's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's good, 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no lights at the end of the tunnel.
Langford's checked in for Boston. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, Kevin, and think about this. The Sixers last season took the Raptors to 7 games in the Eastern semis. That buzzer-beating series-ending fall-away jumper 4 times bouncing on the rim by Kawhi. Philly hoping to go further this time.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And for the Sixers, 2 consecutive seasons, Chris, getting knocked out in the second round. How did they get over the hump?
Well, Kevin, first you want to start with health. And then after, can you guys stay healthy? How about the chemistry? The East is wide open. They have the talent to beat anybody.
Here's Embiid. Good on the triple. Embiid's got 35 in the game.
Well, that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Langford with it. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Pass to Tice. To the wing right side. The 3. Edwards can't hit. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Fires for 3.
It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And the free agency fate of Kyrie Irving hung over the Celtics last season. Now that he's gone, how do they weather his departure?
Well, yeah, great question. I think that the uncertainty was a drain on all of them. I mean, Kyrie's obviously an elite talent. I still think they have what it takes, though, to get it done.
And he knocks down the first one. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Now, here's Langford. Bolden pulls it in. Bolden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ennis passes to Bolden. Over Tice. The shot off that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Langford. And the 3-ball is good.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Burke. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here is Edwards. And the pass to Langford. Ball stolen. To the inside. O'Quinn. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Now Edwards. Pass to Poirier. To the right side. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
7. Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
Here's Thibault. Poirier grabs the miss. Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Howard down after the assist, led him into the lane.
A fine passer for that position. Langford's selflessness is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Tries again. Here's Bolden, and at last they get one to fall.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Here's Poirier. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off from deep. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
So no fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless. Grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Raul Neto's checked in for Jonah Bolden. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Tice kicks to Langford. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ojale. No good on the 3.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And the 76ers call time here. They're up by 38. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Here's Neto. The rebound by the Celtics.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Langford, the pass to Poirier. Tice kicks to Langford. Back to Tice. Down low. Looking to get it going. Here's Ogilvy, and it's blocked. Here's Neto. Shoots over Langford. Neto with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And the 76ers call time here. They're leading by 40. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they've gotten this one just about wrapped up.
Still trying to apply the finishing touches. That's what they'll be talking about.
You're gonna need a bigger boat, boys, you're in trouble. Hey, gonna need a little hope, boys, on the double. Hey, you're mucking with a G here, she ain't talk to me. Maybe listen to the man that really dies his own lobotomy. Pop the tape and baby, we broke for you. You came from feeling with a pure absence of hope can do. Only the leap to blame it brings him to cruise. Instead of the wings, so be them darlings, hope they're broken you. Yeah, they better hope that I'm a full force of the cold fast, see the cold floor, what?
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them.
One shot.
I think just lost track of the situation.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ogilvy. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Al, you guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.